hit. Spencer's strong, so he could take a punch. Spencer's a middleweight, like in a welterweight body. And I think that's why he could take a punch so well at that weight.
But Earl got the size advantage. He been there his whole career. Huge welterweight. Even in person, he even bigger than, what the stats say or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, he got to be taller than what it say on the stats. And I seen the cat, years, of course.
He was more like 5'10" than 5'9".
Or maybe even close to 5'11". Like, he's bigger than what it say on paper. But so is Terrence, though. Terrence is, too. But Earl is like a huge welterweight.
There's so much of your body in this sport. There comes a time when you must reward the body by resting it up, letting it rest, putting your feet up. And it's hard for guys who got to make weight because they never get to rest. And they'll win some fights. If you're the bigger guy and the big brawly guy in the weight class, you'll win some fights. But those guys, I ain't going to even say names. I'm going to let y'all go do the studying and watch. You told the champion the fight at that hydrated weight that they checked the day of the fight. You tell a guy to compete at that weight, and sometimes you see things change.
He tell you you're crazy. Can't give up that disadvantage or that advantage.
No more weights. He's asking if there's a weight clause.
Yeah, no.
That he can rehydrate to as much as they want.
They're welterweights, and he can hydrate to 168.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is the problem.
Yeah. The size, because the guys I spoke to that fought Earl Spence all say physically he's strong. Now, not a big puncher, they say, but physically strong.
He's like a mule.
Busy.
Ladies and gents, you know it's with the cleanup gang, and I don't miss nothing at all. So, I've been saying this for a long time, that Earl Spence Jr. has been cheating the sport of boxing, right? And people not trying to understand what I'm trying to say, and people are trying to sweep this under the rug and trying to make it look like this shit is not happening. Like right now, as we're speaking, he's not doing this shit. And this is what he's been doing. I made videos in the past, and I'm going to keep on talking about it until somebody actually address this shit. I'm going to keep making videos about this shit until someone address this shit. Because it's right here on the screen. You guys could read yourselves, right? Fighters has been known in the past to sit here and make weight, and right before the fight, they rehydrate. So they're going to have the power and they're going to have the size advantage. Errol Spence Jr. been doing this for 10 years. So his body's acclimated and he can do it so well, right? Y'all see Nassim Richardson, may soul rest in peace, Bernard Hopkins, old trainer. He's telling you guys, and it's ironic that Errol Spence Jr., like I stated in my old videos, Errol Spence Jr. was in the background. He was the one that's supposed to be fighting. You feel me? And he said, do y'all research on these fighters and you're going to find out who these fighters are. He was talking about Errol Spence Jr., right? You've seen Eric Morales and I forgot who that guy name is, but he was telling you guys that as a welterweight, and Errol Spence Jr., he could rehydrate up to 168 pounds if he wants to. He could rehydrate up to 168 pounds if he wants to. You heard this guy said that Errol Spence Jr. is not no 5'9". He's 5'11". I've been knew this. I've been knew that Errol Spence Jr. was 5'10", 5'11", right? He's 5'10", 5'11", with an arm reach of 7'2". He walks around at 190 pounds, right? If you've been at that weight for 10 years and you're accustomed to cutting weight, it's easy for you to rehydrate. So this is a method that this man used. You heard dumbass Danny Garcia just said that this man is a welterweight. He's a middleweight in a welterweight body. What does that mean? It does not make any sense when you can rehydrate up to fucking super middleweight if you want to. You feel me? So this is the type of method that Errol Spence Jr. has been using all this time to dominate his opponents. If you listen to how everybody talks about Errol Spence Jr., they can't name anything special that this man does. He doesn't do anything special, right? He utilized the jab, right? and he breaks you down from hitting you to the head and to the body. Then he attacks the head to the body to attacks the head. But if you look at his fighting style, he stands there in front of you with a high guard, right? He stands there in front of you with a high guard, with little movements. It's not like Mike Tyson, you feel me? Mike Tyson, he doesn't have to utilize the ring. He don't have to run around. He don't have the sweet science. He don't need none of that. But he stays in front of you with a lot of head movement. Sometimes he would duck down low, but he's still in front of you. Errol Spence Jr. doesn't do that. So how can he gets hit so much time and be able to endure so much punches? Because he does not belong in there with none of these guys, bro. And I'm going to keep saying this until somebody actually acknowledge this shit. Because this is the problem right here with boxing. That guys is able to make weight and then rehydrate up to 20 pounds before a fight. 20 pounds before a fight. That's going to give you a huge strength advantage and size advantage. That is not fair, bro. This is, and like I stated before, like, I'm not trying to say that he doesn't have any advantage over Terrence Bud Crawford. And I stated that in the past. There's a reason why they have not jumped in the ring with Terrence Bud Crawford yet. It's because they know that when it comes to arm reach, Terrence Bud Crawford got an arm reach of 7'4", right? And when it comes to strength, they're aware that Terrence Bud Crawford's size doesn't matter because he's very strong, right? And if y'all pay attention to when Terrence Bud Crawford pulled up on Errol Spence Jr. If y'all don't believe me, just watch the clip.
Man right there, this little man right there. You know what I'm saying?
Terrence, will you guys ever fight?
Yeah, we'll fight. You too small.
You with Earl?
You know how much you weigh. How much I weigh. Fat, nigga. That's what you is. I'm not fat. Fat. I'm not fat. Muscle. That's fat. It don't matter.
Yeah.
It don't matter. It don't matter.
Grab it again, son. Grab it again.
How I look at the weigh-in, though?
Grab it again.
How I look at the weigh-in,
We talking about now.
How I look at the weigh-in,
But you talking about how big
how I
you
look at the weigh-in,
is. It's
though?
fat.
But how I look at
Grab
the weigh-in?
that.
How I look at the weigh-in?
Yeah.
I guarantee I'm gonna crush you.
Grab that.
All right, let me ask you a question.
You guys don't know how powerful that was. That when Terrence Bud Crawford pulled up on Errol Spence Jr., you guys don't know how powerful that was, because there's a reason why Errol Spence Jr. felt Terrence Bud Crawford abs, right? He felt his abs to realize, to figure out how solid this man is, right? And then when he figured out how solid this man is, it was ball game. It was ball game. It was ball game. He realized, all right, so I don't have to reach against this man. This man, he has a better footwork than I do, right? And I'm well aware how strong this man is. Look how he dealt with Jeff Horn. Look how he dealt with these other guys. He's very strong. He bullies welterweights. So Errol Spence Jr. realizes not a lot of upside. Al Heyman realizes not a lot of upside. Derrick James realized Errol Spence Jr. doesn't have a lot of upside. So that's what the only thing they could bank on with Terrence Bud Crawford is him aging. And the only thing that Errol Spence Jr. has over Terrence Bud Crawford is the size, which doesn't matter when it came to Terrence Bud Crawford. So this what I've been trying to explain to you guys, bro, that's the reason why he spent so much time talking about he gonna clean out his side of the street to wait till Terrence Bud Crawford declined. That's why it was so important. It was so, people say that they're using Sean Porter as a measuring stick. That's why it was so important in the Sean Porter fight for Errol Spence Jr. to be there to analyze Terrence Bud Crawford, to see if Terrence Bud Crawford, one, does he still have the footwork? Two, is he that strong as how Errol Spence Jr. think he is? And he realized that he has everything and plus. And that's the reason why they need so much money to fight Terrence Bud Crawford. That's the reason why the fight is not gonna happen, bro. Or the fight isn't even being close to happening. That's the reason why. And I'm gonna make a video on the next reason why PBC are going broke and PBC don't have the amount of money to pay Terrence Bud Crawford. So for all the Errol Spence Jr. fans that keep saying that Errol Spence Jr. is special, y'all can't tell me the reason why he's special. I could tell you that Errol Spence Jr., he knows how to box. I could tell you that. He knows you gotta attack the body, and then once you attack the body, you slow down your opponent, and then you can headhunt. I can tell you that he knows how to do that. But what puts him over the edge is him being way bigger than every single one of his opponents, and him not having no rehydration clause when he's fighting these guys. So if I was Terrence Bud Crawford, I would put rehydration clause on this fight because that's his only advantage. His only advantage is him being bigger than you. And if you check in at 147, then you should fight at 147. You feel me? That's the only way he's gonna able to use that advantage over anybody. He can't use. That's why you heard Nassim Richardson said, if these guys supposed to fight at the weight that they actually check in at, you see something different. Now Errol Spence Jr. got to use his skills, which he doesn't have a lot of those. Now he got to use his skills. Now he got to use footwork. You feel me? Because you cannot utilize your size advantage. You can't do that. Not saying that he was going to be able to do that against Terrence Bud Crawford anyways, because Terrence Bud Crawford utilized the ring very effectively, and he has a longer arm reach. So this is the key to victory when it comes to Errol Spence Jr. Not him being so fundamentally sound, none of that. He's 5'11", 5'10", 5'11". He walks around at 190. He's been cutting weight for 10 years. Everybody knows once you've been cutting weight for so long, you're easy to rehydrate. So that's what he banks on, bro. You feel me? He banks on that. That's what he banks on, bro. So that's why you see him dominating little Mikey and Ugas that's moving from 140. Y'all got to remember that all these guys are moving up. Errol Spence Jr. is moving down, bro. And I'm going to keep drill this in y'all head for y'all to understand that this is the reason why this man win fights. And that's going to be that's going to be at fault when it comes to Terrence Bud Crawford, because Terrence Bud Crawford has way more upside in the ring than Errol Spence Jr. So I'm gonna keep my foot on these niggas' necks. I'm never gonna stop exposing this shit because this is the reason why this man win fights. And nobody don't want to talk about it. But I'm gonna keep talking about it. And in my next video that I'm gonna drop right after this, I'm gonna tell y'all the reason why the PBC are going broke. Right? So y'all let me know what y'all think. Make sure y'all leave a like. Make sure y'all hit that subscription button. Make sure y'all share this video if y'all enjoy this content. That's all I got for y'all. And I'm out.